Time now for Stugotz's weekend observations.
It is time for Stugotz to share his game notes. No one in the media will tell you what happened better than my boy Stu.
Weekend observations brought to you by Miller Lite. Great taste, 96 calories, available for delivery. Dan, growing up, for you and I, they were a huge part of the college football landscape. The sky blue jerseys with the gold helmets, their annual game with USC, Terry Donahue, Troy Aikman, Jonathan Ogden, Gaston Green, J.J. Stokes. What a wonderful time it was. It went away for a while, and I miss them. The sport missed them. But with the signing of one of the worst NFL head coaches of all time, there was a glimmer of hope. We all knew it was only a matter of time. And with a 42-32 win over Utah, and with a date in a couple of weeks with Oregon, the place he never should have left. Dan, make no mistake about it. Chip Kelly and the UCLA Bruins are back.
Christ almighty. That is the longest build-up.
Listen, I'm very excited about UCLA. UCLA used to be the biggest game of the year at one time. It did.
Chip Kelly on Stupidity this week.
You got it.
Oh, boy. Got to fade the coach that joined Stugotz on a pod. I will be taking the Ducks.
Speaking of guys who never should have left Oregon, Mario Cristobal, the Ducks. Name a Guardian. I dare you. I'll wait here all day. Name a Guardian.
I think Groot.
Who?
There's a Clevenger, a Plesac, maybe.
Oh, used to
be before. Maybe they went somewhere else.
Really? Plesac?
I don't know.
There's a Plesac in the league?
I've not been watching
old,
Cleveland
man.
baseball. There is a Plesac around there somewhere.
Victor Wembanyama.
Wembanyama.
Whatever. Do it in the NBA.
Did you see that Woj called him the best prospect ever? Best prospect ever. Better than LeBron.
Great. Do it in the NBA.
Okay, well, he's got to get to the NBA before he can do it in the NBA.
Get there, do it, and then start talking about him.
He looks like he's going to be awesome before his Achilles injury.
I'm really talking to you because you keep sending me stuff on this guy, and I'm like, hey, he's doing it against, who's he doing it against?
Okay, but Woj says he's the best prospect in the history. Okay, very good.
Remember Greg Oden?
Okay. Yeah, okay. It's the same thing. It's exactly the same.
Why? He was a big prospect.
That's right.
All right. Daniel Vogelback looks like he's going to explode. Draymond Green. He does, right?
He does.
It looks like he's going to pop.
Yeah,
That's not nice.
Babe Ruth.
That is not nice. That's
Yeah, that's a good
fact,
one.
though.
Yeah, he's right.
okay.
Thank you,
Very
Greg.
Did
good.
the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay, excellent.
Draymond Green punching Jordan Poole so he could take a few days off. How'd he play? Brady sack on Brady.
He just decided his own punishment.
He did.
I'm gonna take.
It's a heady play.
I'm gonna
punch this man in the face because he might take my money. Then I'm going to take a few days off. I'll come back when I feel like it, and I have content for my podcast.
Yes.
And maybe I'll end up with LeBron on the Lakers as a result.
Yeah.
No consequences,
Nope.
except for that one finals they lost.
That's the only time.
But again, that netted them Durant.
Right. And then he got rid of Durant. What a career for Draymond.
Unbelievable.
Amazing.
He has
7 points a game.
Was he a second round pick out of Michigan State? Like, he really made the most out of a little. Undersized.
Grady sack on Brady. Worst call in NFL history. Grady Jarrett. Great NASCAR name. Top 10 NFL players of all time with the best NASCAR name.
Oh, wow.
I couldn't get it down to 5. I tried. I couldn't do it.
This is very exciting. So these are NFL players who just by listening to their name, we would assume they race cars.
Correct. Number 10, Cole Beasley. Number 9, Reggie Bush. Number 8, Grady Jarrett.
Oh, yeah.
Number 7, Bryce Petty. Number 6, A.J. Dewey. You like that one? Number 5, Dan, we're almost there. Robbie Bosco. Number 4, Jumbo Elliott's. Number 3, Joel Youngblood. Number 2, I lost track.
You went
Bobby
Joel,
Hebert.
you went Joel over Jack?
I went Joel Youngblood. Jack Youngblood, I don't know. Joel Youngblood.
Joel's a former baseball player.
He is?
Jack
Yes.
Youngblood's the former Ram, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
So
Joel
one
Youngblood
would've
played
fit
for the
your
No,
Mets.
there was a Jack and a Joel. No, I dispute that. They both played for the Rams. I believe they both played. No.
Well,
been-
Jack Youngblood had his first name on the back of his jersey, so there was another Youngblood on the team, right?
I don't know. Did I say Robbie Bosco?
Yes.
Did I say Bobby Hebert?
Yes.
Did I say Jimbo Covert?
No.
That was the one.
Okay, your list was a little sloppy. 10 was too hard for you. That's why we keep him to 5.
Wait, Dan, there was
That's
a Jack and a
bullshit.
Joel Youngblood, right?
I do remember a couple of Youngbloods, yes, but there was also
Couple of Youngbloods cutting it
there
up.
was a
Yeah.
couple of there was a Mets player named Joel Youngblood as well.
Huh. You still haven't named the Guardian.
I thought I did. Was I wrong on both of them?
Yeah.
It looks like a Jack Youngblood and a Jim Youngblood.
But no
Jimmy.
Joel. But no Joel.
No, Joel's a baseball player.
Yes, I know.
Oh, man. A lot of Youngbloods.
Has there ever been a Joel in the NFL?
It's a great question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't think of a Joel. A football Joel.
Well, that closes it. I'm sure there's never been one.
Name a Joel.
I can't name one.
Name a Guardian, then name a Joel in the NFL.
You all right?
Yeah.
Jack and Jim Youngblood were born a month apart.
Boom.
Same year.
Boom, says Stugotz. You said
I knew
Joel
there was two.
Youngblood.
Jack and Jill.
Been on
one-
the show
one-
before.
one-
Joel Batonio.
Oh, wow. That's a good one.
He's been on the show?
I forgot about him.
Yeah, real good
Big,
player.
big lineman, right?
Why?
Great Italian.
You guys wanted to
Big
talk to him
lineman,
more.
right. I mean, thanks, Dad.
Yeah.
Thanks for all your help.
No, he's
Big
bringing
lineman,
it
right?
strong when he's not running out of breath.
Joel Batonio.
Matt
like a
Rule.
pasta.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. No,
So say it again. I want to hear it.
it sounds like a pasta, Batonio.
You're right. It does.
Yeah.
You should do a top 5 list of athletes who sound like a
I
pasta.
will. I'm going to work that up.
Yep.
I'll have that next week instead of a back in my day.
Matt Rule, Auburn, collision course. Name a New York Giant wide receiver. I dare you. Name one.
We did this. We did
Name
this
one.
already. We just did this show 40 minutes ago.
I said Darius Slayton.
He's their number 1.
He hit the over 25.5. Gambling again.
Shepard.
He's out.
He's
Yeah,
out.
it's still a receiver.
Name a healthy one, I guess, is what you
Yeah,
meant.
see,
Yes.
you didn't say that.
At least it will get easier for Oklahoma in the SEC. Boomer. Jordan Poole, guest on Draymond Green's podcast, Collision Course.
Yes.
That's a good episode.
Oh, it's
man.
happening.
Truth and humor.
Hey, I'm just going to punch you in the face really hard. We're going to release a video. I'm going to take a few days off, mental problems, need some rest. Then you'll come on the podcast. This is Draymond Green guy. He's a genius.
Perfect.
Mike Leach and them boys. Dangerous. For those who missed it, and it appears everyone did, the Hurricanes lost again. Dan, sorry, Mike. Dan, you know what the O in Oscar Gonzalez stands for?
I do not.
October. Partially torn lat for Russell Wilson. Convenient. Seattle Mariners. Team of Destiny. Daryl Sutter, or as Whitty likes to call him, Daryl Suter, with the well-deserved contract extension. Why am I taking everyone out? Johnny Manziel said the Texas A&M call at the end of the game was the worst call he's ever seen. Classic Johnny Manziel.
It was really bad.
Johnny football.
How could you be that close? America was behind you, Texas A&M. We want to see Alabama
Yes, we
lose.
do, desperately.
We want to see. We just tune in sometimes to just watch Alabama lose at the end. How do they beat Texas that way? How do they beat Texas A&M that way? They're not that good this year. They're simply not.
Do you think that America was on Texas A&M? That they were rooting for that? Because I
Yes.
think that even like Jimbo and the oil money that is backing Texas A&M, I had Texas A&M money line and I was so rooting for Alabama towards the end because that was just a perfect ending.
Are
for
you
it.
really?
Yeah.
I am torn on this. I've spent the better part of 10 years, I think, like a lot of people listening to this, saying of college football, oh, Nick, stop. But at the end of that particular game, I wanted Alabama to win. I'm like, don't ruin it here. I know Texas A&M isn't any good. Don't ruin it here. Someone more deserving ruin
Lose
it.
to Tennessee.
Somebody else ruin it.
I cannot let two people say, I want to see Alabama's a chance to lose. I'm flying to the television to watch them lose.
Yeah, but it sets up the Tennessee game
I
this
was doing.
weekend.
No, I don't care.
It does.
If Nick Saban has a chance to lose, every single person in America is running their wait, what? I can see him lose?
What difference
How
does it
quickly?
make if
Where?
he loses?
When?
He's still going to be in the Final Four, even if
Yeah.
he loses 4
Yeah.
times.
He can afford to lose one. There is something about them this year, and I understand that was their backup quarterback. But on the road, I'm not really sure how much I trust Alabama compared to years previously. They look
How could
beatable
you?
for.
But how could you? They won by nothing against Texas A&M and Texas. They didn't. At the end of games, I mean.
But they won.
Yes, they won. But
Win's a win, Dano.
We're looking at 4th and goal or 4th and short at the goal line with 2 seconds left, and you can't call a play that doesn't get into the end zone. That doesn't even attempt to get into the end zone.
The SEC is going to, this year more than ever, they've always taken advantage of this. The one-loss SEC team is going to wreak havoc in that college football playoff, but this year is a very bizarre college football season, one in which anybody in that upper tier can beat anybody, and we've seen some lower programs. I'm not really sure what to do with this year. It's out of a pandemic, and the transfer portal seems to be affecting how college football is being played right now. I don't know if it's sustainable or if it's just an odd year. But Bama and Georgia, something's just off with the teams that we expected a lot out of.
But there aren't conferences that are ruling themselves out. USC and UCLA are still undefeated.
Yep.
There's still a
Chip Kelly.
There's still a theoretical representative out of each conference. I think Oklahoma State is one of 3 teams that has won every game by double digits this season. So, like, in theory, every conference could have their undefeated champion.
TCU's undefeated. They play this weekend.
Yeah.
Though,
Yeah,
right?
the Big Ten has 2 teams that could be in that conversation, but they're playing each other in Michigan and Penn State this week. It's an amazing college football weekend. If you if you have the chance, look at the matchups.
We have a weekend. Yeah. Dan, you know what the A in Stephen A. Smith stands for?
Yes, actually, I
It took me a minute. You should leave it at that.
I will. Thank you.
do. His denial was so strong. Days late after the no comment.
The A stands for absolutely never being allowed to join Jake Paul on an interview ever again.
New York Giants.
Hannity's fine. You can go on Hannity as much as you
That was
want.
a home and home.
Stands for ass play. Just in case anyone at home wasn't clear. That's all. For the audience. New York Giants. Worst 4-1 team in NFL history. Perhaps the problem with the Packers is they are still featuring Randall Cobb. Jets 3-2. Still don't know if I have a quarterback or a coach. If 12 years ago you made a future bet that in the year 2022, Andy Dalton and Geno Smith would be involved in a shootout, congratulations. Red Rifle. You're getting it done. Huh?
Getting what done?
I don't know. I mean, they got to win. And congratulations to the Jets, who up until this past weekend had trailed at some point in 22 consecutive games. Great run. They're amazing. Death, taxes, and the Taysom Hill game. Tevin Coleman is a 49er again.
He ran a 9 route.
I know. He's always
He
there.
ran a 30-yard sideline fade, and Garoppolo threw it to him. You got to tear that play out of the playbook.
He had a tunny, though, didn't he?
Yeah, but
Not
don't
on that
target
play.
him 30
Right.
yards down the field on a fade.
Yeah. Words I never thought I'd hear an announcer say. You don't want to give Geno Smith too much time. Stevie Cohen, $500 million offer to Aaron Judge, collision course. Mike Greenberg describing the horrible call in the Bucs-Falcons game, said that Tom Brady tried to kick Brady Jarrett in the yin-yang. Top 5 names to describe a penis. Number 5, Pecker.
Yeah.
You like that one, huh?
I grew up with Pecker.
Of course.
Yeah.
Who
we
did
used
it?
to say that all the time.
Yep, you're Pecker.
Peckerhead.
You sound terrible.
Pecker. I hardly knew her.
What? Coughing and then Roy.
Johnson. That was number 4. Number 3, Yin Yang.
No one calls it that.
Greeny does. Number 2, Tallywhacker.
No one calls it that either.
Yes, they do.
No.
Witty does.
Witty. Yep.
Call it Pecker, I'll tell you that.
Can't confirm.
Number 1, Ding Dong. I'm 50. How am I doing? Speaking of hell or Bryles, Dan, those are the weekend observations. I'm sprinting away from that.